Yo guys, how is it going? I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Welcome to the first episode of our Lazio career mode here on FIFA 20. Yes, we are in Italy and I cannot wait to get going here with Lazio. We are heading to England for our pre-season tournament. In our group we have Everton, Sevilla and Villarreal. I was debating whether to do Germany, Spain or Italy. So maybe Germany and Spain are for the future, maybe the end of FIFA 20 or maybe into FIFA 21, but for now I've gone with Lazio and I am really excited. So like always in episode 1 of my career modes, we are going to get pre-season out the way and then we will go through the objectives, the squad report and everything like that. So we are kicking off pre-season against the Spanish side Sevilla, so let's see if we can start with 3 points. So now pre-season is out the way. The first thing we are going to look at is the objective. First up, youth development. Normally I don't worry about this objective because at most clubs it is a low priority, or most clubs I've done a career with, it's been low priority. But here with Lazio, I am going to try and achieve this objective. Sign one youth player to the senior team in the same season they were scouted. Play them in 10 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. Grow 2 youth academy players by at least 10 overall points. As soon as they have grown, play them in 10 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming in as a sub. Brand exposure. Keep a streak of at least 90% attendance in 5 consecutive home matches. Long term, Within 3 seasons, increase season ticket holders with at least 10% of the stadium's capacity. And financial, finish the season with £6.3 million unspent allocated funds. I think that one's easily achievable, to be honest. I don't think we're going to spend all our money, are we? Domestic success is high priority. Coppa Nacional reach the quarter-final. And in Serie A, we have to finish in a UEFA Champions League place. Wow, okay. We have to win the Europa League this season. Holy smokes. Some tough objectives in there, to be honest. But I'm up for the challenge. I am definitely up for the challenge. Our transfer budget at the moment is £33.6 million. And in the wage budget, we have 345,000. So the last thing we are going to do in today's episode is look at the squad so you guys can see the team we have and your input on players maybe we should sell or bring into the club, and leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. And just before I get into the squad, if I do botch any names, I'm sorry. Just let me know if I do botch any names in the comments down below. Strakosha, of course, going to be our #1 goalkeeper this season. Guerrieri, 23, 62 overall. Yeah, I don't think he's really going to be used, to be honest. Do I put him up for sale or do I keep him? Like I said, I'm not going to actually do anything until you guys leave your input down below. Proto, he's 36. He will be our backup goalkeeper for this first season. Demisi, Caro. Like I said, sorry if I do botch any names. I hate botching people's names. Wallace is out on loan at Braga. He's 24. I mean, Demisi at left back. Demisi and Wallace, they could definitely come back and play a part in the first team, to be honest, because they are solid players. Especially Demisi. Physically good and technically pretty good as well. Luis Felipe, Vavro, Armini, Bastos, Patrick. I have been playing him at right back, and he's done pretty well, to be honest. He's not great. He's a solid player. He's got good tackling, good defensive awareness, and he's okay on the ball as well. Good short pass. But yeah, overall not great. So I think we should look for a right back. So leave your suggestions of any right backs we should try and sign. A Cherby, 31. There are a few older players in the current squad, so we definitely will need to, I'm not saying we need to buy 5-6 players in one go, but we need to slowly start buying some younger players. Of course, we are going to be doing the youth development objective, so we are going to be bringing in some youth players as well. We've got Radu, 32, a Cherby, 31, Zizek is out on loan, Parolo, 34, Barde, 30, Lucas Leiva, 32, got Johnny coming up to his 30s. Lulic, Berisha is out on loan, and he is actually a pretty decent player. He's 75 overall as well. Lukaku, I have been playing him at left back, and he is really good. He is really good. Oh god, he's injury prone. But you know what? I don't worry about that, to be honest, because I've had players on previous careers with injury prone traits, and I don't think they've been injured, to be honest, or they don't get injured on a regular basis, so I'm not really worried about that actually. But yeah, Lukaku performed really, really well in pre-season. Maestro out on loan. Keane, like I said, I hate botching names, so sorry if I do. Di Gennaro, yeah, not great, and he's 31 as well. Cataldi, solid player, 24, 75 overall. Physically not great, but technically pretty decent. Milinkovic Savic, he is going to be an absolutely huge player for us this season. How many goals did he get? He got 4, and he got a hat-trick, didn't he? He got a hat-trick, and he got 4 goals in 5 appearances. He is going to be such a big player for us in the up-and-coming season or 2. I think I will do 2 seasons here at Lazio. Luis Alberto, yeah, didn't really play him that much. I played him 4, but I think all appearances were from the bench. Lazzari, Casasola, Lombardi are both out on loan at 68 and 67 overall. Marušić, 26, 77 overall. I mean, we did have a decent pre-season, but no one stood out apart from a couple of players like Immobile and Milinkovic-Savic, Lukaku at left back. Yeah, those were the only players that really stood out for me, to be honest. We got Ciccarelli, 24, 62 overall. Yeah, so those sort of players who are near enough their mid-20s and they are like 62 overall, they're not going to really get a part in the team, to be honest. Adekanye, 62, he's only 20. Let's take a look at his attributes. Okay, not great. Not great whatsoever. Andre Anderson, 1964 overall. Again, not great. Decent acceleration and sprint speed. But yeah, I mean, maybe we can train these young players. The last few career modes or so, I haven't really worried about training any sort of players. So maybe this is the time I start training players here at Lazio and bring through quite a few young players who are currently in the squad, and of course with the youth academy as well. Caicedo, he's 30. Didn't realise he was that old, to be honest, but he's a solid player and he will be with us here at Lazio for the first season. Correa, 24, 81 overall, obviously could be a big player for us. Not a great pre-season, 1 goal, 1 assist in 5 games. Gondo, Palombi, Rossi all out on loan, 66, 66 and 60. So yeah, 22, 60. Not going to get a look in here at Lazio under me anyway. And finally, Immobile, 29, 4 goals, 2 assists. So yeah, players like Lukaku, Immobile and Milinkovic-Savic were the ones that stood out for me, to be honest. Caicedo, decent as well, 2 goals in 4 games. So yeah, only a few players really stood out in pre-season, but I'm definitely expecting bigger and better things from this team because we have a pretty decent squad, but we definitely need to add. So let me just quickly tell you what positions I think we need. I think we definitely need to invest in a right back, maybe a central midfielder, and a striker, because at the moment we only have Caicedo. We of course have Andre Anderson, but is he going to be a big part for us this season? I doubt it. So we only have Caicedo, Correa and Immobile. So maybe a striker, a central midfielder and a right back. So before I end today's episode, let's go into the youth staff and hire a scout. So experience is a more experienced scout will find a larger number of players, and judgment is a scout with a better judgment will find higher quality players. So what we want is judgment 5 stars, isn't it? £2.9 million. There we go. Let's set up scouting network and we will go to Italy. Duration 3 months, and I think, what do we go for? Technically gifted? Physically strong? Playmaker? I think we'll go for technically gifted for these first 3 months. Like I said, I'm really going to focus on bringing in some young players to this Lazio team. So that is all set up, and that is going to be the end of episode 1. So yeah, leave your suggestions of players. Like I said, right back, central midfielder and a striker. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave players, like always. I will definitely look into those players if they aren't too bloody expensive. Sometimes you guys leave players that are so expensive. A couple of times you've left players that are quite expensive and I'm like, no, I can't do that. I really cannot do that. But yeah, leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. And that is going to end episode 1, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in episode 2. Peace.